Okay, welcome to Lumber, guys. Here we have Greek on the Soviet side, and he is versing Notes on the German side. And this is a practice match, so it doesn't really matter, but it should be fun to see these two top form players. Probably I'd rate them the top 6 or top 5 players in Australia at the moment. So Greek has split up his squad into 3, which is what I recommend to do. So he's got 3 there, and actually only 3 in the centre, but he's got the MG there, which is good for the cover, and also good to take it down that back. See, a bike start is quite popular with the Germans these days, and it could be the current meta, but the bike is good because it can take a lot of hits, so that can be remanned, and even though it's damaged, it can still be used down the track. But that MG does have good cover here, and it's pinning down the assault squad troops of Notes, whilst on the right there is a little skirmish here between an SMG guy and a rifleman. Looks like the rifleman escapes from that grenade and decides to flank here. Good move by Greek. Takes a pop shot from the Mosin rifleman. There's one guy left there. He has a Molotov, I believe, he can throw. Can he throw that Molotov? No. He's somewhere still there. Not sure where, but maybe he'll see a grenade shortly. But here is Greek again with his assault squad coming down middle. I missed this. This SM machine gunner must have been flanked by the left-hand side of Greek. On the right, Notes has that flag, and middle as well, so that bike must be remanned. It is. Greek doing a pretty good flank here. As you can see, this terrain here allows the troops to actually sneak here without getting shot at. But he's consolidating his left point, it seems, with a bit more infantry. He needs an SMG because a rifle can pretty much only take out one guy at maximum. This SMG, which has a lot of ammo from the Russian team, can take out maybe even 5 people, 6 people if the ambush is ideal. But see that nice grenade from SMG. Oh, not really nice. It missed quite far, but here's another assault squad by Notes. So they are spamming assault squads at the moment, which is a very safe buy for a 2-on-2, sorry, a 1-on-1, as you can easily pretty much dance around the map, flank to flank. So even if they do have a half track or they have some sort of light vehicle, you can pretty much run away or go to another flag. But infantry can see better than a half track and can cap flags, so they are more useful at times in 1 versus 1s. But this bike here is being very useful this game. It's just getting shot at without a care in the world. But Greek now is coming through the right flank with the assault squad. Good play there by Greek, attacking multiple flags, going for the left flank, now going for the right flank, which is poorly defended by Notes. That is why you should attack multiple points, because there's always one point in a 1v1 where it is more poorly defended than the others. So on middle we see Notes has still got this point, with Greek doesn't have a strong presence of defense or assault, so it doesn't look like it's going to happen, but he's going to try attacking middle at the flank, which is a good option to mix it up, because I think Notes does have a fair defense over that stone wall in the middle. Firefight is ensuing, but it's not going to do much with this rock absorbing all of those pellets. He should really run up and throw a grenade if he can handle it. It looks like Greek, he must be lacking the micro at the moment, as he is known for. But a nice flank here. Maybe he can move that a bit more forward through that here so he can shoot if they try. But he really needs a bit more firepower and maybe a bit more grenades. Because it took so long, you can see Notes has reinforced the point only because it took so long. He could have maybe come up a bit more sooner, kill that infantryman, and maybe catch this area here and ambush any guys coming up from that hill. So there's one infantry back in the point here, but it's not in a good position behind cover. Maybe he should move to the other side. But if Greek put his man around here, he could have quite easily mowed down the infantry coming up the hill, because as they come up the hill, they won't have a shot at this guy first, so this guy can actually shoot first. So it's obviously ideal to put guys prone or behind cover underneath hills. So here comes a big buy, T70 by Greek. Not sure what he's aiming to, probably just to take out that bike, which is a bit overkill. There's an 80 for G by Notez. Can he get it? Misses, and bad luck there. That was actually good play there, but he missed the shot. Sometimes with 80 infantry, it can get inaccurate and it can be a bit casino-like play where you may get it or may not. But I'm expecting a hard counter soon by Notez, possibly a Panzer III, which can quite easily take the T70. T70 is probably the most armoured vehicles in the game, but the P3 can still penetrate it because it is a medium tank and is relatively cheap compared to this. This is a 280 buy, I believe. It does cost 280 MP, 280 MP, 290 MP actually. So the P3 is only 320 and can easily take it out. But the good thing about this tank is does have a low profile and is doing a lot of damage here. Assuming Notez will have a counter or something coming in by now. Speaking of rages, usually I would recommend the T70 to do its damage and get the hell out of there, or because basically now there's no infantry down here to provide sight, and it's a sitting duck, and he has been using this tank for a long time in this aim area, so a counter will be coming. It should have come by now. But also a good tactic could be if Greek would want to camp this area, put some infantry here at least, because this is a good area to camp as tanks will have to probably come up the top or from the side to actually take a shot at it. But if it does come up from any of these areas at the top of the hills, this thing here will have a good close range shot, which is what it needs versus heavier tanks such as the Panzer III. But nice, yeah, actually Greek is doing probably planes there, but he should have put at least one guy here to scout in case of any 8th infantry. So here comes a flank here by Notez. Fairly small infantry presence, which will fail. So the middle is kept by Greek. The left is now being contested by Notez. Good play by Notez here, assaulting multiple flags. And here's the Brandenburger squad by Notez. Grenades that lone defender, and then capping now the left point for Notez. Saves the 3-cap flag, which is pretty much means that you are going to lose if you lose 3 caps, 3 flags. It's a big no-no in this game. The cover here is not too bad, but you see some guys. I hate when the infantry does this. You better watch out for your men that they don't lean their arms against cover, which they sometimes do. Here comes the Panzer. Look, the Panzer H. This T-34 is being smart by hiding behind here. It should continue. No, it's turning its turret. It has no chance now against a frontal armor around 80 for the H. It should stay behind that hill. It really doesn't have a chance to penetrate it, especially its range is pretty close, but this gun is way too weak to penetrate it. I would stay behind that hill, bait this here, or even stay behind that hill just to deny infantry cover to come past. So good play by Greek, staying behind the hill, not allowing this H to go forward, and also denying infantry. So the middle is actually pretty much in good hands because of this T70, and also the right maybe also in slightly good hands too. So good cover there by that T70. Excellent play by Greek. But here's the BA-64 here, hoping to mop up, but there are Brandenburgers here which can take it out with the Panzerfaust. I saw a prone one there, especially when they're prone. The Brandenburgers are very, very, very accurate, so he must watch out there. I'm assuming his partisan squad is going to support this actual rush there, which is a good play by Greek, but I think he's lacking the micro there. But nice battle here with the PPSH, downing 2 Brandenburger men over there. We see the standoff here between the H and the T70. None of them budging. H is going, waiting for it to come out. The T70 is going, I'm not going to come out because he's stronger, which is a very smart play by Greek. But the good thing about that is the H is in the useless position. The T70 is in a great position, covering a flag and covering maybe the right flag as well. And also it's a much cheaper tank. So well done, Greek. He's really economizing on his purchases here. So partisan squad still here. Greek having trouble microing, which is possibly his only weakness I can see in this game so far. He's playing extremely well. Here is the partisan squad ready to cap. It has capped the flag. Hope now Some more even on the back. Great play by Greek. He's showing no fear here. No fear. He should always at least send a few guys at the back just in case there isn't any men, and which there isn't now. Greek has a good hold on this flag, can easily flank and pretty much destroy the Brandenburger squad in its position. The H is moved position, which it should have done a bit earlier. Now the T70 should move a bit more here to play the chicken game again, which Greek is doing. He should move it a bit more maybe. I think the H might have a shot. Maybe not. But as you can see, that infantry ducking behind underneath hills is actually really good. You can see if you were that infantryman, you see a head, you just pop shoot it right there, while that guy up there couldn't do anything because he's not prone, and you got the accuracy and the first shot. So now another assault here by Notez here with the MG and paratroopers. It has the dominance of accuracy and being a higher tier of infantry. It should be able to overcome them eventually by a shot, by just out-shooting them, but maybe he could run some up and throw some grenades, I believe, because they are pinned down at the moment. As you can see, they are shit scared of those paratroopers. The chicken, not the chicken, the cat and mouse game is still happening with Greek getting the better of Notez in this game. I'm really happy seeing this. It's a really good play, but there is actually a nice chicken here walking. Interesting. I would like to see a grenade rip that to shreds, and it'll be quite funny to watch. But anyway, here is the paratrooper squad grenading, doing as we wanted to do before. If it moves up another squad, that guy's pretty low on HP, but it should be able to get it with those guys covered. Nice grenade there, and Notez has the right point. And Greek still has that left point, but Notez is still in the game here. It's 55 to Greek and 14 to Notez. So in response, the Marine squad is coming out to counter him, but this MG is in a very precarious position out in the open. This H is moving in really fast. That T70 could possibly come up from behind his house. Yes, good play, Greek, behind his house. And when it gets to this position right here, it will have a 50-50 shot at killing it. APCR round, but no, with this tank it cannot run down buildings, Greek. You need to know that, but now it pop shot, run out, APCR. Oh no, not an APCR, and that was not an APCR, that was bad luck. Good play by Greek, he did the exact right thing there, but that was pretty much a 50-50 battle there. Greek manages to lose that, unfortunately. He deserved that from such good angles, but nice position for that MG there, providing cover, but the paratrooper squad managed to mow down the guy before he throws down the grenades. Let's see these Marines face off with their equal paratroopers, but they are getting picked off. Usually with these Marines and versus paratroopers actually win out in a firefight because they have those scoped rifles. Eventually they will win. But they do have a better MG, I believe. I like the MG of the Marine squad, but here is the charge unit, which is a very useful unit. He fall 1v1s because of the CP cost. You can pretty much spam this and overwhelm the enemy at certain points, but Greek's charging them all in center. I would like to see a bit of a split, maybe consolidate his defense here by putting some more infantrymen over here, which he is looking to do. But in the middle here, Notez is assaulting with a 2-2-2. Which is a good buy. They definitely need the infantry killer in this area to make sure the flag is to make sure his infantry can cap the flag from that all these other infantry holding it. So it is doing a good job at the moment, clearing out the charge unit. It allows Notez's units to get into that flag point and start to cap it. So standard 2-2 play here, which is a standard assault with combined assault to cap a flag. Good play here by Notez, capping the middle. Now he's got the left, so he is going to start ticking up in points. Greek is currently at 67 to his 14, so he does need to catch up. And after he has consolidated this, I would assume Greek now will buy a counter, some sort of counter to take this out. He has complete tank and anti-infantry dominance at the moment. Greek must be banking for something because there isn't any sort of vehicle that can take that or that out. If I was him, maybe I would go the 85 if I had the money, so I'll take the H out and take that out. Or if I want to avoid the H, I can just avoid the H. I can buy another light tank and take that out. But He needs the KV1. Okay, he's got the KV1. Wouldn't actually say that is a good counter for the H, because if the player knows what he is doing as a H, he can turret that before it can get a chance to get into its 130 AP range. So Notez seems to know that if the turret is at pretty much almost max range and main gun it. But looks like his turret is turned for some reason. So it is turning now. Taking a shot at the turret. It may turret it. It is aiming at the turret. Good play by Notez. He knows the weaknesses of vehicles, but there is a slight slope here, so that KV1's armor may be exemplified here, but here is that 2-2-2 down, which gives Greek now the option to assault the middle now, but not with that MG42 there. He does need an infantry killer. He's got a KV1, but he does need something like a PKP or a 60k that boaches of the Russian army. Partisan squads, not looking, I guess these will be the KV1 side, so he's looking just to provide side, making sure there's no Brandenburgers sneaking in, which is a good play. You definitely want to surround this KV1 with some infantry, but there it goes. As stated, the turret is weak and the H has a better hand now, so he could move up and chase it down, but I think it'd be content with holding the right and mid flags. But here is an assault here by that 2-2-2, takes out the BA-64. Good play by Notez, moving the infantry up now. The Volkssturm are coming up to cap the flag. There isn't any infantry there anymore except this partisan here. What can it do? It can survive, it can't survive, and the flag is Notez, so 3 cap flag. Greek is risking the 3 cap flag, but T70, a good quick response is what he needs right now. This is it, but he needs also infantry, which he pumps out a charge, which is what he needs exactly, but he must be careful assaulting this point. He hasn't got eyes on the 2-2-2. The 2-2-2 will struggle to penetrate this because of its heavy armor. At close range on the side, it may. Got to be careful to get sight on that. Maybe wait for the infantry below this hill. Nope, he is going for it. Tracked. Now that 2-2-2 can hide behind the building, which it is doing. This thing is a bit vulnerable, but it still has cover of this point where this charge can come in. Greek really needs to run this infantry maybe to the left side to avoid the shots, run it quickly to the left, move straight to this center point here, because that 2-2 only has the option to come out this way, but now it's coming out. He can take a pop shot. No, it misses. So Greek has the left point. He left point back. The 3 cap flag is only for a moment, but Notez has really gained considerable ground there by coming to 39 to 67 now. So Notez is somewhat still almost half his score, but he's still gaining points because he has these 2 flags here versus the one of Greek. But Greek looks like he's stagnant on the right and stagnant in the middle. The MG is covering here, paratroopers with MG here, the H cover here, which prevents any light vehicles from supporting. If I was Greek, I'd possibly buy a PKP, come down middle, just have a shootout with the MGs, take them all out, cap the middle, force the H to come in closer, and then maybe once this is repaired, it can start flanking that H or popping out from this hill underneath here, coming out and shooting that H. But that H is well defensive, and if you know your player, you should know your player. Notez is actually a very defensive player. That H would never come down here, so PKP down here should secure the middle if I was Greek. Here comes the anti-grenade. Ooh, just misses the T70 there. Greek should really run in infantry. That infantry guy right here should run in front. Even though it will die, it needs the sight. That infantry needs to move, so not a good idea by Greek here, but ooh, this is a very good position for Greek. Close range fight between the H and the T70. The T70 has got a 50-50 chance with... Oh, there it goes. So here comes the T70, APCR load, and you may get it. He's going to flank the side, which is a good position. Notez is trying to turn his tank to get the front always. It's quite funny. Oh no, it doesn't look good. Doesn't look... Can he take a shot? Oh no, bad luck for Greek. That was really bad luck. He almost had that H twice already, so Notez getting the better out of Greek in those 50-50 situations, I would say, which doesn't favour either of them, but if it goes in Greek's favour, MP-wise, he has won, but At the moment, the 270 is being lost. That would account for 290 times 2, which is 580 MP compared to the H's 550. So in the end, Greek is losing out. So he's lost a H and a bit from that two of those battles, but bad luck to him. Another T70 here. Greek likes his T70s, but he has definitely been using them very well. So I wouldn't actually say to him it's a bad buy, because if you can use them well, so be it. Keep buying them because you're doing great. So he's obviously really fixated on the H. He must be really angry that he lost the H. He wants to go back and finish it off. He knows the main gun is down, but I don't think he can get in time to kill it before it's repaired. But here's the T70 coming across. Nice shot there. Shoot against the buildings. Basically any infantry that is behind an obstacle, you should shoot in the cover. Shoot at the obstacle because it does explode and kill everything around. But here is a Stug. That is a bad buy by Notez. Having two tanks in the field and also a tank destroyer. I'm not too sure what he's achieving, but if I was Greek right now, seeing those two things on the field, I would say this guy is low on CP and low on MP. I am going to spam the shit out of infantry and run in. So if Greek can get more infantry to come up all around here, hide this T70 maybe around here, and force the H and Stug to come close to kill that infantry, you'll be in business. But it looks like it's tracked. Why aren't you moving? Looks like it's not tracked, and Greek just doesn't realise. It'd be a shame if he doesn't move this backwards. Come on, Greek. This is a very critical moment in the game right now. If he loses this, it's possible that middle will be held by a lot longer. He does lose it, so middle is actually covered now by both of those tanks. So charging infantry just alone by itself now will not help, because there's no support from a tank that can pop out and kill that tank which is killing the infantry. So not looking good for Greek. This partisan assault, this charge assault won't actually amount to anything, I believe, because there is no tank support. The tanks can come in and mow down the infantry without any pop out from that T70, which would have been perfect to have behind that building. But here is that KV-1 still damaged like hell. It's taking extremely long to repair. This guy obviously is not a very good repairer. Or maybe it's been shot again. But anyway, here comes the assault, which is doomed to fail, I believe. Great MG on that Stug. Mows down that partisan squad. Sneak here by Greek. Takes the flag, but really shouldn't for long. It is 67 apiece now, so as you can see now, the tank has come out to kill that infantry, and it's in close range of a shot basically to come out. But if only had that tank. Now here's the tank coming out. Because he's low on CP, he's forced to use the tank to actually kill all these units. That's why any sort of vehicle would be good right now to come out. Even a light tank, because it has to come out. But a shame for Greek, moving that infantry up without any sort of power to kill those tanks. Those tanks are imposing right now. Nothing looks like it's going to challenge them. Another T70 from Greek. He really loves those T70s, so I'm going to keep note. If I were to fight Greek in the 1v1 tournament, you'll be seeing a T70. But here is the tank through there. Notes. So and that Stug takes out that T70. Greek really has lost it right now with a bit of bad buys. The spamming the T70s is probably not a good idea if it fails this many times, because it is actually expensive for a light tank. 290, so he's lost about 4. So that's 400, 180, 360. So that's Jesus, what is that? That's 709 something. It's around 800 MP basically. So this KV-1 has been really locked down there. Possibly not a good buy for Greek. As I said before, the H did get the better of it, especially versus Notez, as Notez would never get in the range. The KV-1 can penetrate the H. This KV-1 is very costly on CP, as you can see here. I'll show you for a second. It's 40, I believe. No, it's 38 CP off. 38 CP, which is basically 2 infantry squads he could pull out extra. But here's a T-3485, which has the potential to do damage. It has a very good gun which can penetrate the Stug and the H, but is got very low armor, so he really needs to be careful. There is very low infantry coverage, you can see by Greek on this left-hand side here. he really needs a bit more sight, maybe behind these stone walls. So this one here is going to die, which it has. So he has absolutely no sight in this area now. This Stug is going to melt away into the fog of war now, and will be able to take shots at will because there is no sight. So the middle now is got some partisans here, but it won't be very effective. The right is had an assault by the partisan squad, which won't be effective as well because there's too much support and machine gunners there. Nothing at the moment on the field looks like it's going to be effective. This thing does have the potential, so if he could not fight it head on, because the Stug has an 80mm armor and this can penetrate it, but it has to be lucky. But bad luck there, it's tracked just in front of it. You can get lucky now with one shot. It could possibly penetrate it, but it doesn't look very good for it. Missed over there. This is going to decide the fate of the battle, this action support, because this is the only tank support he'll be able to afford for a while, for the rest of the game, I think. So crew injured. Bad luck there for Notes. It's about the 4th time it's been crew injured. Another one, 5th crew injured. Maybe a 6th one. There goes the 6th one. He's aiming at the wrong spot, definitely. It's another, so there goes the cap on the left-hand flag. This hull damage finally. Left-hand flag being capped by Notes. As you can see by watching, Notes is a player that pretty much wears down your MP. So watch out, he's a person that comes back late games and does take you out by just killing all your units on the field. But Greek is pretty much the opposite, doing very fast tank rushes. Sometimes, actually today he didn't actually suicide units, he did do some bad buys, but the tank usage was actually great in that T70 at the start with bad buys there. But he really needs this point here for us to stand a chance. 67 to 85. He went at that at a bad angle for sure, because as soon as he popped up that hill, he should have ran underneath the cover of this hill, across here maybe, secured this area first. Once this area is secured, he could possibly flank down there from the hill or underneath the hill. That T70 has no chance to frontally attack this. Okay, so MG there, doesn't look like it's going to lose the flag. Yep. But the cover of the house, Notes is moving it for a better shot. This is the position where it's going to come. No, it doesn't actually have great full coverage. But Notes is hunting with the MG. This MG really wants to kill. It's got double bloodlust going. It is moving across every side. Is he going to move here to take it out even? No, he's not. Bloodlust is not that strong. But, ooh, how is that Soviet capping that? So, Notes is actually really low on CP here. As you can see, he's struggling to put man each flag with enough men to hold. But 98 to 67, 2 more points to Notes. Doesn't look good at all for Greek. If Greek can cap this, no, he can't. Bad luck there. He's lost this one as well, so looks like it's a good game to Greek here. That can be won forever in repair mode. This basically is a 38 CP drain on his whole game, doing nothing. So consider your buys, guys. It's very important. So 99 to 67, good game to Notes. Well done. Well played to Greek as well. It's a very, very good game, guys. It'll be exciting to see you in the competition.